Welcome to C3 TV's Community Spotlight. I'm Brodie, and I'm here with the illustrious, ever-present Jimmy Sherwood.
Ah, my hair. It's everywhere.
Now, you've been a full-time voice actor for about 6 months now, which is incredible because with your marketing that you spoke of and whatnot, you've landed quite a few jobs in terms of exposure and paid jobs. But all of that time as well, you've been in with Casting Call Club and the community.
Yep, I have indeed.
So let's hear about that.
Well, I guess I'm a very big fan of communities, and especially in regards to what I've seen, the Casting Call community is a nice, like, I wouldn't even say tight-knit group. It's such a welcoming space in terms of you get a bunch of regulars almost, but then you also get an influx of like new people and people who are just starting and stuff like that. And it's become like a fantastic space for not only hanging out with other voice actors, but also you can use that as an opportunity to help other people. I mean, just looking at the Discord group and the fact that there is like a channel for almost every single thing that could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you get people who join and need equipment advice, and Sensi will just nail any question that's given to him.
He's brilliant, by the way. Shout out.
Oh yeah, the man's a bomb. I just love looking through the channel every now and again and just seeing him answer every question, and it's like, Jesus, this man's a powerhouse of knowledge.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of teamwork, I guess is the best way to put it. There's a lot of people who are collaborating and working together and doing their best to build each other up, and it is so inspiring is the best way to put it. Like, being around people who are constantly productive and constantly trying to up each other's game, it's great. It is there's nothing better.
It's kind of, I've said this before, and I know Chad said this before, and actually a lot of pretty much everybody in the voice acting community knows this. We're all so supportive. Like, we've never been like, you got that job, I wanted that job. It's like, you got that job? That's amazing. I can't wait to hear you in that role, right?
Yeah, well, even then you get, like, I've got so many voice acting friends where I've seen them go for the same role as me, and I end up just sending them a cheeky message, which is like a winky face along the lines of like, "Ooh, let's see who gets it." You know, it turns into a fun little competition rather than a vindictive and evil kind of like, "Oh, that rat bastard who took my job."
Yeah.
And it's like, no, everybody is just kind of working and you know, even if the person doesn't get the role and their friend gets the role, great, awesome. I'm glad that someone I know got the role, and now I move on to the next job.
Yeah.
And it's just the best way of looking at it, and it keeps, like, goes back to the whole mental health thing, and it keeps you in a positive mindset almost.
Yeah.
So it's great. I honestly love it. It's yeah. I'm just gonna be smiling and happy, just be like, yeah, I love the community. It's great.
It's really, I can't picture any other. I'm sure there are some out there, but I'm drawing a blank at the moment. I can't think of any other profession or, workspace where everyone is that supportive.
Yeah, I mean, like, I come from a background of some traditional stage acting and things of that nature, and it's a lot of
Cattiness.
How do I? Yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's a lot of like, oh my god, I mean, did you see what so and so did and all that kind of mentality? But it's in the CCC community, or well, in the voice acting community at large, it's just a lot more. Yeah, it's just a lot more supportive, and like, that being said, there have been moments of obvious kind of like, you know, you see a person, it's like, oh, it's so and so, but it's
far and,
you know,
few in between.
Yeah, it's far and like. But even then, it's just like, oh, that's just human nature. It's going to happen. There's always going to be the occasional bad egg.
Yeah.
But you don't let that sully your entire community. It's just part of life, and you kind of go, okay, that's the bad egg. Let's enjoy all these other good eggs. Look at all these lovely, good, sparkly Easter designed eggs.
Now, you actually just mentioned talking about support and whatnot, and that actually ties in really well to what we talked about last time, kind of mental health and reaching out and whatnot. Would you say that voiceover or voice acting is kind of a saving grace in a way?
I'd say, yeah. I mean, of all communities one could be a part of, I'd say the voice acting would be it's a great one for self-empowerment, I guess. I guess that's the best way of putting it. I mean, especially from what I've seen in the CCC chat, it's not like a person, say if a person posted an audition into the critique channel or something like that. It's not like everybody's gonna leap on that and be like, oh, that was such trash, that was awful. You get genuine, heartfelt criticism. I mean, you know, it's not there to put you off voice acting. Quite the opposite. It's there to kind of go, this is what you could fix, this is what you need improving on, this was great. And it's one of those things which you've got to see to believe almost. It's like if you tell someone who's foreign to the community about that, they'll be like, no, that doesn't exist, not on the internet.
Yeah.
So you've got to see it to believe it, and it is always great.
Yeah, there's a certain, I guess, confidence that you can build behind the microphone that once you start doing it enough, that you can kind of translate that. And the whole idea of like fake it till you make it, you pretend behind the microphone, you act, and then it kind of gets internalized, and then you can bring that outside the booth. You can bring that to, you know, parties or public gatherings or the workspace, and you don't have to be scared or timid or anything. You can pretend to be confident, and then you just are confident.
I mean, it's interesting as well because I'm very, like, before joining the community, I was very much kind of like, I'm going to stay in Wales for the rest of my life. That was my kind of thing. I'm like, I'm not really much of a wayward traveler, is the best way to put it. But since joining the community, and now I've made friends in, like, you know, I've always had friends online, but now that, like, after actually spending a lot of time with these people and getting to know them, there's a part of me which is also now like, oh, maybe I should visit, like, San Francisco, maybe I should visit LA, maybe I should visit Toronto. You know, you see these, you see these, like, these little hubs of people, and it's not only just the one person in this one place. There are these little, like, these little communities of voice actors who tend to, like, central in one big city, and it's like, oh, I want to go and hang out with those people. In the 6 months which I've been proactive in the voice acting community, I've met 2 other Welsh voice actors, and it's like, oh, okay.
Now,
I mean,
did they have the
less
full-on
competition.
accent? Did they have the
Yeah.
full? They did.
Oh yeah, they have, like, the Welsh accent. Oh, like, it keeps going off. I need to fix that whenever I can. Yeah, so you see these people with really thick Welsh accents, and they're like, oh, I'm a voice actor, I am. And I'm like, oh, cool. I sound nothing like you, but it's nice that we're in the same country.
I love that accent. It's something so unobtainable for me at the moment, and it's just so alluring.
It's such a strange one as well, because almost anyone who isn't Welsh that tries it ends up becoming almost Indian. It's
Or
like
what did you say? You said when I tried it, because full disclosure, when I spoke to Jimmy last time, I heard the Welsh accent, and I was like, I have to try it. I just have to attempt it. And then I sent him an audio recording to kind of review, and he's like, you sound like you're from Minnesota. So
yeah, it had that kind of, like, Midwestern vibe almost. I can't even remember why. It was just kind of, it was like, a bit more practice. You'll get there someday.
Someday, one day. It took me like 3 years to get the Australian accent down.
Oh god,
which is an insanely long time.
It's a difficult one. I mean, like, I end up sounding more Kiwi. New Zealand is what I end up doing. But it's getting there. Yeah, I've been working on my standard American accent recently, so I'm trying to get used to that. But
oh my god, you sound so, like, corporate.
It's a bit Valley almost. It's like almost LA kind of type. That's what I've been like.
Valley Corp. Yeah.
It's like, I've just been trying to get it a bit more, but yeah, a lot of yeah.
Yeah, man. Totally, dude.
It's a lot better than my, like, yeehaw kind of, let's put on an American accent kind of thing. So
that sounds legit.
It's a lot of toning back from my Texan to trying to sound like a normal American almost, and I don't know. It's getting there. I'm practicing it.
It's there. It's there. Well, for this video, I'm exceptionally happy to call Jimmy a member of the CCC community, Casting Call Club community. He's a joy to talk to forever and ever, and honestly, I don't want it to stop. But we've come to the end of this episode.
And Brodie probably needs some sleep. That's the main thing. What time is it for you right now?
It's 3:58 a.m.
Yes, Brodie needs some sleep.
I'll get some. Well, guys, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much, Jimmy, by the way, for joining. And I'm actually going to let you do the outro today.
Let's do this. So if you want to check out more C3 TV content, just hit the subscribe button. There's going to be links to other videos wherever Brodie puts them on the screen.
Wherever.
If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I assume it's going to be below the entire video.
Yeah.
Just hit me up if you've got questions on marketing, voice acting, etc. My DMs are always open, and I'm happy to just get chatty and answer any and all questions that may come my way. And if you want to check out my YouTube channel and the one video that I've got put on it, you can also do that too if you so desire. Thank you for having me, Brodie. It's been a delight as usual.
Thank you, Jimmy. See you guys.